What's up, everyone, and welcome to JMD Puzzling. This is the episode 2 for the lines, but I wanted to real quickly explain some things on what happened here in this video. Because I did wind up having some content missing. So originally, all right, after episode 1, we were going to do the two. I had decided to do two set. I had broken everything down, and I had everything to two sections: A and F, B and E, and then C and D. And we were going to work two sections together at a time to try to make it difficult, but not seem overly difficult, because I already expected this puzzle to be difficult. What I did not expect was it to be as difficult as it is. So the first section of video that I did for this episode, I lost. I had put it on the computer. I had moved it, or at least I thought I had moved it into a folder, but now I can't find it. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it, because I have been clearing out a lot of videos here lately, and I may have mistaken it for one of my other videos, and I think it wound up getting deleted. So what I had done was I had filmed about 2 hours, starting the actual sections, which I was starting on section F, even though I had section A and F pieces all around the board, and those 2 hours were, I barely got anything done. And you will see the second video. You will see what little bit I got done. I explained that I had mostly done organizing. That spent that 2 hours organizing all the pieces, and then I had started working some of the puzzle, but I didn't get very much of it done. And then there was 2 more hours of that video of working the puzzle. And you will again see that I did not get very much done in that 2 hours. So I had 4 hours worth of content for this episode where I barely got anything done, because it was just that difficult. So ultimately, I wind up deciding to change the strategy. I spent a couple of weeks banging my head about it and beating myself up about trying to change this up, trying to make it easier. But this puzzle is just that complicated. So I changed up the strategy, which you will then see in the video that I actually did today, that I'm in editing all this together, and how I explain how we will go forward. So again, thank you very much for joining me in this. This is the absolute most difficult puzzle I've ever done, period. And I don't see any puzzle being harder than this, quite frankly. So bear with me on it. I am going to accelerate going forward, and since I've changed the strategy up, and so these will be coming out a little bit more frequently. But again, thank you very much for sticking with me, and I'm not gonna hold you anymore. Let's just get to the video. Thank you. All right, so we are here for day 2. What I'm planning to do is do this in like 2-hour spurts. The first 2 hours, which was the other day when we started this, was most of it was setting everything up. I did get a little bit worked up through here, but as you see, I did not get very much worked at all. So this solid 2 hours will be solely on trying to build this out as much as I can possibly can. So without further ado, let's get back to it. All right, what's up, everyone? We're back here to continue trying to work on the puzzle. Um, I've made a decision to change up the strategy. Okay, so the splitting it into two zones, being the A and F for what we've been working on. After like roughly 3 or 4 hours of work, and I only got this right here done in 3 or 4 hours. I've decided to change because this puzzle is just too difficult to try to do that way. So what we're now going to do is just going to do single zones. All right, so we'll have the areas for a particular zone. I've got everything separated out right now to the F zone. So we will continue working the F zone down here. That's what pieces are left. I've done culled through what was up here. I believe all the A's are now here. So we will do that. We're going to do F, then we'll do A. Then we have E and B here. So we will then do like E and then B, and then C and D, separating out each zone like that. If you feel like this is cheating, I'm sorry, but it's just entirely too hard to try to work through that many pieces with this puzzle being the way it is, with just lines and trying to identify pieces to the lines. It would take me months to do this puzzle. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit here and watch and wait for months for this to get completed. So I'm changing up. So anyway, so we're going to start working on it now and try to hopefully get this entire section done in one sitting. So let's go. Okay, so unfortunately my phone died. But while it was charging and it had whatever you last saw, I started continuing to work even though it was off because I just didn't want to stop. I wanted to continue and finish up this section. So now the section is completed. I did wind up having like two pieces. I think it was these two. Were missing out of what was here, and come to find that it was actually a double piece that was in here because I had pulled some double pieces out. But before I did that, before I even decided to check there, I went through all of the A pieces to make sure it wasn't in there. I went through all of the B and E pieces to make sure that I didn't mistake in an F or an E. And while doing that, I did run across a couple of EF pieces right through here that I decided to go ahead and put in. And then this piece here was kind of a bridge piece between all three of these. I wound up just going ahead and putting that in as well. But anyway, so now we have the completion of the F section. Outside of, I guess maybe this piece probably is a bridge piece that I threw into the, that would be D section. But either way, the majority of the F is now completed. So this went a whole lot better, breaking it down to the one section. So that is way I'm going to continue the rest of this puzzle because this puzzle is just way too complicated. The pieces are so like uniquely weirdly cut, along with the fact that it's just lines that it's just too hard to try to do multiple sections. So the next section we're going to do is going to be A up here. So we're going to be going through this one right here in the next episode to fill in all of A. And then we will go from there. We'll do B and E, or E and B, whichever one, and then we'll fill in the center. So yes, we'll have multiple episodes where I'll do each section at a time to try to complete and finish up this puzzle. And I will be trying to do that rapidly here, since I have been a couple weeks since the first episode, trying to decide and fight with myself on actually deciding to just do one section at a time. But anyways, thank you for joining me, and let me know what you think. But that's the way we're going to go forward. I hope you're not upset about that. But thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, peace. JMD Puzzle, I'm out.